Hey everyone, can anyone hear me? So, yeah, actually, I was just setting up my mic, and so I kind of pulled the wire slightly with more force, and it seems like all my wires are bundled up so much that CPU, the main power, so I kind of pulled that wire off, and everything was off. So, can you hear me, guys? Just bye. Can anyone hear my voice? Actually, the viewer is making it hard to listen to. Yeah. Is it better now? Should I increase the volume of the mic? Yeah. All right. Hold on. Now, okay. So, all right. So, anyways, I won't be talking much. So, since it's been quite a few weeks, it sounds like rap walk sound. Is it like echo or something? Uh, Hold on. Let me just rap. Okay, man. So yeah, I've been a bit busy past few weeks and haven't been able to make any videos. So I was just thinking maybe we can hang out and make a new thing, the prompt from Discord, the omelette. So I was thinking I'll give it a shot. I haven't prepared anything. Usually when I'm recording a video, I do quite a lot of homework, and yeah. So but this time it's like doing a blind walkthrough sort of thing. Okay, so I'm unprepared, and probably I'll be like making something totally disaster. But let's see. I hope. So if you guys don't know, this week's prompt on Discord server is omelette. Omelette poached egg. So we have been modeling hard surfaces prompt for quite a few weeks now, but this time I thought we could do something more organic. So let me just start Blender, and here's the all right. So toggle window full screen, and let me just put the streaming software aside and the chat box here. Yeah, organic is tough. So let's just bring the reference. So the day I start thinking of streaming, everything just like mouse is not working, mic is not working, this and that. So yeah, I'm just trying to import this thing here. Hold on. Damn, my mouse is like in this. It's it's the image that I shared on Discord. So let me just put it here and open D drive. Right. Yeah, so the scroll and everything is gone for toss. So is it me, or mouse these days don't last long? I mean, it's been hardly 6 months, and doesn't matter what brand I try, how expensive mouse I get, it only lasts for me like 6 or 7 months. So maybe I'm kind of using it too much, gaming and everything. So let's just put it here, Omlet for now. So let's go to cycles, set it to GPU, and let's get the things out of the way which we don't need, clean it up a bit. Actually, we can make this one 3D viewport, and this right here could be our image editor. Yeah, gaming mouse, it's like they promise so many clicks this mouse can handle. I don't know. So I play League of Legends a lot, maybe, and in that game it's mostly right click. It's not even first person shooter. So I don't know. Maybe I need to change my habits. So the first thing I was thinking, okay, let me just put the Discord link in the chat. So any of you who are not familiar with what's going on, just check the latest post on community, and let me pin this thing right here. Okay, seems like the text is too long. So yeah, just few. I will be live streaming today. This will be about. Okay, I think this is good. Let me pin this message. And Discord community is right here. Hold on. So I'm just going to post this in chat. Everyone, send now. Okay. So let's get back to Blender. So first thing we are going to do is just set up the camera. All right. So I'm just going to make a simple cube, and let's just set it for about, how big is the bread? Usual bread slice. Should I go in centimeters? Units, metric, imperial, meters, centimeter. So I'm just going to Google it. Yeah. So not sure, but I'm just going to keep it about 30 centimeters. Maybe it's the scale chart is, I don't want to keep it too small. Maybe in case if I have to simulate some particles or anything. Yeah. So first thing is going to be just set up the layers, camera, and one by one we are going to detail out things later. All right. And if any of you haven't tried it, you should. If you are a beginner, you should hop onto the Discord server and try it out. The prompt thing which is going on. It's a good way of practicing what you're learning on daily basis. So yeah, I'm a bit clumsy. I'm just going to set this camera and yeah, that's it. Scroll almost there. Look at my scrolls condition. So what you guys been up to? And I think it's been about 2 months. I haven't posted anything, right? But don't worry. I keep going on and off, but I'm still here. Don't worry. If any of you are looking forward to future tutorials, so let's set up a camera, at least get the basic things out of the way. So it seems like 30 centimeters is super bread, right? So let me just make it 20 centimeters. So somebody help me out. How big is the bread? One slice. My centimeter chart is out of sync. So let's select the camera and it seems like we have different bread sizes in so 20 is fine, right? If it's 18, 12, so by going 20 we are not going way off the chart or anything. It's not like I have 4-meter bread, so it's fine. And yeah, so this is going to be our first layer, and here we can apply all transform, subdivide it a few times. Actually, I'll do that manually for now. So just doing a rough work, maybe some sort of patty. I'm not sure what kind of stuffing this is. I think, yeah, so this is the AI generated image. This I found online in one of the community. So yeah, so I was thinking of a reference composition, and so this seems like mashed, I don't know, something. If you guys have any clue what this is, just let me know. All right, so we are going to try and match this, which is going to be, I mean, seems impossible to me to bring this kind of quality. I mean, it's similar to SLR quality, you know, so super realistic. I think we can get the bread part. That seems easy. The flour and these pieces, I think these are manageable as well. Yeah, so avocado, I think with displacement and the whole noise thing, we can figure this thing out. The main thing which I was thinking is difficult is this part. So all that blending and everything is going on here. So this is the critical part, right? But for some reason, I think this is still manageable. If we can make the upper layer have some sort of transparency where the oak is, and yeah, it should be possible. So it's good to see so many folks around. I think I'm streaming on right time this time, and it's not like usually I have videos going online and streams going online at night. 12:30 or something. So another thing, we are just going to put one dummy object here. All right. So at this moment, we are not really modeling anything, but we are just going to work in layers. I mean, thinking, thinking in layers. So camera. Let me know if any of you would prefer some sort of music going on in the background. Uh, are my comments visible? Yes, Hardik, your comment is visible. So the chat is on slow mode, I guess. So you'll have to wait a little. No music, please. Okay, thank you. All right, so camera seems to be like maybe focal length is really high here. This. All right. So I'm just going to put something like really, not really without any lyrics, some ambient music in the background, so that in case I stop talking, you would know the stream is still going on. All right. So I'm just going to keep it really low. I think we can't play copyrighted music on stream. No, I'm not going to play copyrighted music. I'm just going to play. Uh, yeah. Can you guys hear the music? Something is going on here. Anyways, all right. So say there are some objections. So we'll see later. Anyways, okay. So where do we start? Are we gonna use sculptings for this project? So I have no idea whether or not we are going to use sculpting. It could be sculpting, it could be displacement textures, and also I don't know how far I'm going to be able to push this in quality. Like I said, this I'm completely unprepared for this, and I'm doing exactly what you guys been doing on Discord, like take a prompt and model, challenge yourself and model something. So yeah, so if you guys are already following this prompt, you are welcome to follow along. Find your reference image, or maybe make a omelet or post it yourself, click a picture and start modeling it. Okay, it doesn't have to be this complex. It could be just flat egg with just the yolk, and or just the omelet with one texture. I mean, there are many ways you can achieve a good presentation. So yeah, so I think by tomorrow I should get my new mouse, and half of my concentration is a bit messed up because of clicks not registering. So my apologies for that. Anyways, so usually when I'm starting something in 3D, so I try to, it's not every time I do this, but mostly in personal projects, I try to run things parallelly. It's like have some sort of basic light setup and camera, so that whatever I'm making, I have some good feedback in viewport. Uh, I mean, things don't look so chunky, and the shaded in the viewport in 3D is it's hard to judge. Okay, like how pretty the visual is going to turn out. So if you have some lighting, I mean, I know slowly the image is going to build up how it's going to turn out. So basic things. Anyone from Mac Animation Institute? No. So today probably we'll be just making the basic setup, and then one by one we are going to detail these things out. All right. So not going to rush it. This is going to be like a hangout stream for me, and I'm just trying to channel my energies back into this channel. All the client work and all the side projects just keep dragging me away, and it's kind of stressful for me, and I really keep trying to get back to this. So I thought, since the editing and everything takes so long, and making a new video series and everything, there is quite a lot scheduled up for this, and there are quite a few things which I didn't finish up previously. But live streaming seems like a good thing to engage back with you guys on occasional basis, and also, uh, yeah. So in next week, I think I'll be able to wrap up my ongoing project. So yesterday I got approval on whatever I was doing, making an ident for a channel. So I'll show you guys ident once it's done. Maybe in about 10 days or something when it goes online. All right. So it's quite an exciting project. Not the best one, but it's good. So scale, detail, roughness. So at this point, I'm just being lazy and doing the things which are not taking much of effort. I mean, the obvious things which are like setting up the simple floor setup and simple lighting, making the blocks. So yeah, so this happens when you're not in mood to work. So when in that case, this helps, right? So just start with the basics, things which are easy to begin with. So a little success on every stage. And yeah, hopefully this gets us going and excited for more challenging tasks like this, making this egg omelette. So I'm also from so what's going on in chat? How many PCs you have? At this moment, I have three PCs, computers, but not like three workstations using simultaneously. So I don't throw away my old computers. I have this emotional attachment to every workstation I make. So yeah, and my wife hates it. She's like, why you not throwing away or selling your old computers? I mean, there's something, I don't know. So I have these good memories with I mean, it's not like computer. I just went and bought some computer. It's like with every computer I bought, I have some memory with it. So I remember the first two computers. First, second, yeah. So me and my father, we used to, I mean, go together and buy every part of the computer and just wait for it to assemble. So yeah, and also yeah, this is like my sort of collectibles, you can say, collection. So I have these old CRT bottle. You have these chunky keyboards, monitors, and everything. Any of you have those older monitors like the CRT monitors with you? Luck for you, you have PC. I don't have a PC. Yeah, PC. For PC, you'll have to. I mean, for first PC, you'll have to do struggle. I mean, that's with everyone. I mean, it's not just PC, but you are getting into animation. You'll have to convince your parents. You have to convince them to buy PC, send you to college, convince them that there is a good career in this. It's not just about PC. Yeah, I'm sure once you figure out your first build and you get going, you'll be able to buy many more. Okay, so we are all in the same boat. And computers for graphics are not an easy thing. You are like demanding the top of the line computers. It's not like you can buy a 40,000, I mean, Indian currency, I'm talking about a laptop or something, and you can't even open Photoshop these days on those basic laptops. You'll have to go something at least beyond $1,500, $1,000 to get something which can at least doesn't frustrate you with performance. So yeah, I think I have scrolled this enough. So this thing, the bread, uh, yeah, let's have a look at this image. What's going on? So if you can afford it, I think around 1 lakh is a good amount. Anything beyond 80,000 for a beginner, if you are into 3D, is a good investment. If you can't, then uh, I think 70, 80 is a good start, but that is going to be a really basic configuration for you. Okay. Or what you can do is just invest in a good graphic card and CPU. And there are many other things you can compromise on, like motherboard you can compromise on, like get the really basic one without all that flashy RGB LEDs, these cool looking motherboards. Yeah, you can cut down on all that. Yeah, pardon, my throat is a bit allergic to few things. So, what do you say about it? So, yeah, so anything about cosmetic, all that jazzed up, you don't really need to um, buy anything which is not really going to help you at the beginner stage. So when you're buying a workstation, I think you should focus on your first and second year. It's like in the very first year, you'll be just modeling basic things. In the second year, yeah, slightly advanced, but nothing like really high poly or 16K textures. Nothing like that is going to happen. So you just buy something which can handle maybe one character, 4K texture, maybe 2K textures or something. So 16 GB RAM is fine if you like really struggling with the budget. Graphic card 3060 is fine for starter build. And you can begin with at least i7, i5. i5 is slightly lower configuration. i7 is fine. Okay. So you can cut down on those faster SSD and everything. Just buy a basic hard disk, because unless you are going to do some high-end simulation or editing in the very first year, you don't really need all that. So basic hard disks are much cheaper, right? So later on, you can keep on plugging those additional hard disk with faster speed if you need, and don't need to invest in really expensive PSU. If you can afford, yes, you should. But most of the items these days are like don't really justify the price. All right. So let's this part seems a bit easy. So I'm going to start with this avocado, this paste going on here. All right. So my tomorrow's stream is going to hopefully is going to be much better, because I was setting up things today, and the seems like my mouse is not working properly. So if you don't have such image with you, don't worry. You can just, if you're making an omelet or something, just click a picture. You just need a good reference for a basic setup, like at least how the elements are blending together, what are the colors, what is the form of it, and everything. Lighting, camera angle, all that you can decide in 3D, right? Yes, anyone, if you would like me to review your work, if you have portfolio or work or anything, you can share that on Discord. All right. Not just me, everyone else should be able to suggest. I have 2012 Toshiba laptop. Damn, man, Toshiba. Don't run things on Toshiba, man. 2012, that too. I mean, what are you doing? You're just going to fry that thing up. Blue light, yeah. I'm just trying to think of ways to hold on. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this blue, but let's see. For now, I'm just trying to create some contrast in left and right. That's all. So this thing, I think now that we have geometry nodes, we can do this with modifier, with sculpting, with displacement, with many other ways. We can simply put one displacement map, and that should be able to create this sort of effect. Not exactly, but and we can also do this with geometry nodes. We can do this with modifier displacement. But let's try and do this with geometry nodes. Excuse me. Yeah, that's some old man cough right there. I forgot to mute my mic. Damn. So nice texture right here. So the weather here is like really hot now, and I thought maybe ice is going to help me out. So I just made few smoothies and just dumped a lot of ice in that. It seems like I can't handle cold. So set position, yeah, and in with the vector math, I'm just going to subtract this 0.5. So it's just a thing with a blender. With blender, you'll have to subtract zero point 0.5 for it to get back to I mean, the default surface level. Detail, roughness, scale, offset. Noise texture scale. What's going on? So something like this. So yeah, so I think what we need to do here is model a few. Let's go to the sculpt mode. Yeah, so I'm just going to make the sides slightly more rounder with smooth brush tool and pull few things in and out like this with grab brush, G for grab, and if you press shift, this becomes a smooth brush, sort of like this. Or in edit mode, you can just turn this thing on, the proportionate editing. It seems like the brush is way too big. Yeah. So, so for the Discord link, check the pinned comment or go to the about section of the channel. Let me know if you still don't find it. Or invite people, copy link, and I'm just going to paste this here. Try the subdue modeling technique, it gets most things done. Yes, 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 yes. Subdue modeling. That's what I'm doing actually here. I have this texture going on in geometry nodes, but the displacement texture, you can do that in many ways. Like I said, I'm not exactly prepared for what's going on here. Haven't really done any homework on this, but so whatever happens, I'm going to figure out everything right here in stream. So this is going to be maybe stream 2-3 parts or something, but let's see. Just experimenting here. Let's see if there's something good that can turn out from this. Yeah. I think it would be useful if we use one displacement for creating these bigger waves and second displacement for these smaller waves, right? So if I, let me just get this thing. So this is for the finer waves. We'll use this later. And this is going to be, so we have some sort of bigger waves here now. And on top of this, we can, sorry, 2D, 3D, 4D. Yeah. So these shapes I was talking about, we have these bigger shapes now. I'm not going to try and match exactly to this. So I'm just going to keep it light and not really get really ambitious on this one. And then second layer could be the final one. Yeah. So for some reason, I think I like this Musgrave texture thing going on here. So I'm going to use the same thing and so yeah. So this looks like one tough avocado. Whoever is going to eat this, probably RIP teeth. Yeah, mouth of steel. So don't worry, I'm still figuring this out. Not done with this. So what's going on in chat? Um, so any of you trying this prompt from Discord? If you are from Discord, just say something. Type Discord or something. Yeah. So So for now, I'm just going to put one temporary material of this color. That's some alien gooey stuff. Definitely not eatable. So what should we do? So I think once we finish modeling this, we should sculpt few of these parts later on. But this is just for a quick visualization. I'm not sold on this for now, but we'll see what to do about this later. All right. So like I said, just slowly building up on this, and sorry guys. Yeah, this mouse thing is a bit irritating. So camera, let me just viewport display, turn this thing off. Bye bye. No, no animation. This is something yeah, it looks like alien food, and I'm just trying to figure out. Yeah, so we're just searching for something. Okay, so can someone confirm when I'm scrolling or rendering something, that my audio gets interrupted? Is there like screeching sound in audio? Music too loud. It's so difficult to satisfy everyone. Hold up, folks. Is it better now? So, yeah. For some reason, I can't hear the music. Anyways, you guys enjoy. Uh, so I guess 0.02. No, this is not an elevator music. It's from YouTube library. Does it? Yeah, this does sound like that telecom or elevator music. What can I do? I can't really play anything else other than the YouTube library. All right. So for now, let's leave it. Leave this thing, and I'm not going to put some colors in rest of the stuff. Yeah. So I think for bread, it would be better if we can just sculpt this thing. Uh, because I'm feeling we have more control in sculpting. Yeah. So even though we kind of can get similar look with the shaders and stuff, but if we can just straight away model this thing out, then that would be good. Where's the multi-resolution? So let's put the image editor here and bread. So so you guys are about to witness the worst bread ever made. Just be prepared for that. All right. Subdivide, subdivide, sculpt mode, and so I think in some ways, uh, actually it's better if we make this with modeling. So most of you who are like new to Blender here, those who are not familiar with nodes and everything, it would be easy for you to, like follow along just in case if you do. So classic 3D modeling methods always work the best. So on my stylus preview, my Cintiq I'm using for chat preview. What should I do? I can switch this display to Cintiq and maybe sculpt, or I should feel the pain with with clicking and sculpting. I don't know. I'm just a bit lazy. I don't know. This OBS thing, the interface is so bad. I can't really figure out how to live stream half the time. So let's subdivide this further. It's not the geometry nodes is for big projects, but I think sculpting is more like painting. Whatever you see, whatever you want to do, you just put a stroke there and sculpt it out. With geometry nodes, it's more like you can procedurally make it. So if later on you just want to make maybe change the patches to slightly more bigger. You want to have more uh, what do you say, these rough edges on the left or right. You can just scroll these numbers. So but but the weaker side is that you can't have exact control that you have uh, with sculpting. Like if you want to put a stroke here, you can do that here, but with geometry nodes you can procedurally make things appear similar but not exactly. So I'm glad to see so many people are here, and yeah, just join the Discord server if you are new to Blender, and try this thing out. So every week we have some exciting prompts going on. Or this could be also the reason why my mouse is not lasting more than 6 months, because most of the time I'm sculpting with mouse, even though I have Cintiq. I mean, talk about laziness. If any of you think you're not lazy, call me. I mean, if you think you're lazy, just call me. Okay, I'll make you feel better. Tell you stories because of my laziness, how much I lost. Wow, that's some betrayal right there. What should we do about this? Can you guys still hear the music? Yeah, pinch the edges. That's right. That's right. That's the kind of thing I was thinking. Crease, flatten, pinch. Where's the pinch? Mhm. And I also like this multi-plane scrape brush. It's like this. I mean, this is one of the best tool for hard surface modeling. Music not heard, right? Can anyone hear the elevator music? No? Elevator music. Come on. Where are you? So back to our 3D viewboard, and Still no music? No, I haven't used Unreal 5. What's going on? Where's the music? Can someone suggest me, is there anything better than OBS Studio? Probably the worst streamer ever. It's like, I feel like, how my grandfather used to operate electronic devices. It's like that's how I'm operating my OBS Studio. These simple things, I mean, maybe it's like I'm not really feeling the software. Hey, something. There you go. So, in prisons to pacify the inmates. What do you guys think? Do you think we can achieve this much of realism? I mean, that'll be something, right? If we can make this image. I mean, honestly, I think this is possible. And yeah, this is possible. It's just that it's going to take some time and concentration. And doing this on live stream might be difficult. Okay, it's really difficult. When you're doing something, the whole thing you're trying to figure out and it's not working out. It's kind of there's kind of a build up, so I kind of get tensed. So that's why I don't do this on live stream. So yeah, I'm excited about this game coming out, Diablo 4. Any of you guys playing Diablo? Yeah, my mouse is killing me right now. It's like I scroll up, it goes scroll down. It's like got mind of its own. And yeah, so tomorrow, I promise tomorrow's stream is going to be better. And this is Prince Spider-Man with the trailer Spider-Man 2 was legend. So I haven't finished my Dark Soul thing. It's been about a year, the game, more than a year, the game came out. So I reached to somewhere beyond the, what is that place? The Tower of Fury. What is it? You know, where you look at the tower and your eyes burst out, something like that happens. I mean, yeah. So sorry about the audio. It's like when the render is going on, the audio is kind of gonna get messed up. So what I'll do is I'll stop the render preview. That's the thing. Not the Tower of Sorcery. Hold on, I'll tell you. Let me just recall. So there was a place where there is power, so they have this fireball on top of the tower. So if you look at the fireball, it's going to build up something in your eyes, and then that's it. I mean, you're dead. You can't walk, you can't look at the tower. That's the scariest part. I need to figure that out. Yeah, madness. True. So we have basic this filling. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be working more on this, and then we have basic shape of the bread. Now we need some basic stuff going on here, and yeah. I think this is going to be the biggest challenge. I'm not sure. If I can bring some texture in geometry nodes in the corners and then combine that with some gradient simple blend so that the texture only shows up here, or I can just sculpt these things at the side, right? Apply scale. Yeah, we can do the cloth simulation, but that's actually not the hard part. I mean, wrapping this on top of this rest of the bread is not the hardest part. I think the hardest part is the shading part, and I wouldn't say it's the hardest part, but this creating the crispy side. So I'll do some basic modeling here for now today. We might won't be able to finish it, like I said, but let's just get the basics right. Okay, so this is icosphere. Instead, what if we bring one cube and do this thing so that we have all the quads, and now a much better base. Wow. So seems like Blender crashed. Let me just relaunch this. Did I save my file? No. Wait. Yeah, I think I saved it. Actually, no. If you have a backup enabled for Blender, it does. From here, you can recover last session, or you have auto save copies. This omelette file was saved on 22:43, so 3 minutes ago. So you have backup, and these few auto versions. So you can increase number of backups. So don't worry, your work is. I mean, you just need to be a bit careful. Right? So let's get rid of this. Now, what if we all transform, apply, and let's start wrapping this thing with the proportional editing. Let's wrap this up. We can actually do cloth simulation. That's the easy one, but I'm not sure. I think there you go. This thing is going to crash, probably. Single-sided, outer, thickness outer. No thickness outer. So you have omelette dropping. You can do the pressure thing for it to have collision so that both sides don't collide. Yeah, distance 0.001. Yeah, that's good. All right, so apply, and we remove the collision from Avocado, shade smooth. Look at that. I mean, if someone submits this much work with a bit of yoke in between on Discord, that is still acceptable. Okay, so everyone is learning and everyone is trying. Even I'm trying here. All right, so that's the point. There's no need to look at what you can't achieve. I mean, if you look at this image and you say, I mean, I'm not able to do this, I mean, don't look at that. Just look at what you have done here. You have a slice of bread and some stuffing going on, and a cloth simulated super high-tech, something which only people who care about omelette a lot would do. So let me just add a basic, really basic material here. Let's go around the inner edge and use remesh tool disintegrate the Geo around the edge. Okay, you're hurting my brain. What are you saying? Now make the vertex group around the inner edge and use remesh to disintegrate the geo around the edge of the end. But there is no remesh in geometry nodes. You have to remesh it on from the modifiers. This is engineering food. So So what I was thinking instead is that I'm going to make a simple sphere in the center and then use geometry proximity to make outer, I mean some gradient going on here, and use the outer values and use some sort of distortion in that attribute. But the thing is, music is really loud. All right. RD specific math. Thank you. Yeah, that's how it should be. You shouldn't be intimidated by. I mean, once you know the basics, rest everything is like just about spending more times, adding more details. It's like if you know how to climb 4 stories, you can climb 70 story. I mean, building. Okay, maybe I'm oversimplifying it, but that's how I think about it. If you know the process, the more time you spend, the more stuff is going to come out of it. That's all. So So now there are 2 ways we can try and make this with geometry nodes. But honestly, I think yeah. So honestly, I think I would suggest that we sculpt this thing because I mean that's more. I feel I'll have more control over it, much more easier and easier for beginners if you are watching this and yeah. So I'm going to be using sculpting and everything. Let's make a duplicate and multi-res modifier. Yeah, so subdivide this a bit more and let's go to sculpt part, sculpting mode. So I'm just going to rough out the edges a bit, right? So maybe not this realistic, but on this live stream and the next one, we might be able to achieve at least 50% of it. Okay, my hope, my aim is only the 50% of realism. Beyond that is just going to be bonus and our luck and yeah, just a reference image with 90% up. I think I need to reduce the brush size, or let's look at the camera. I don't want to spend any time here, whatever is not visible in the camera. All right. Uh, yeah. is in less than what can you do in less than 1 hour? Make this one? Teach me, bro. Actually, yeah, you can do it. If you take a different approach on this, maybe like just take the textures and dump it on top of surfaces, then this is going to be much simpler. There's no one way of doing this. There are many ways. So what if we go to the sculpt mode now and bring one texture? This texture could be seems like UVs are stressed or something. Texture paint, free paint, no, it doesn't have to. I don't think this have anything to do with UV because we are sculpting, not texturing. So at this point, what I'm doing is just sculpting a basic surface, just to make a sort of a basic visualization, and just to be sure of whether or not this is a correct method, right? And okay, I'm not sure how the results are going to turn out, but I have a feeling we are at least using the right process. Like I said, it can be done with many other methods, but whichever method we are using, we are doing it correctly, right? I mean, we are not wasting our time at this moment. So yeah, like I said, this is a raw stream. I'm not prepared at all for this. I haven't done this before. So whatever comes out of it is going to be like no filters sort of thing. Okay, so strange that I painted mask here, but it's showing on other side as well. That shouldn't have happened, right? But no worries. We can pull this down. Connected only. And then I'll bring one cube. All right, folks. So I think something great is going to turn out when I render this. I don't know. I mean, the formation looks nice, and so I'm just thinking if this is possible. Mark scene, unwrap, UV editor. So the top side should be bigger, bottom side should be smaller, and all right. So I think I need to flip this one. Object mode, edit mode. For some reason, I'm not able to see my UV here, and I'm pretty sure there's a really stupid reason for that. Yeah, I told you this is going to be a stupid reason. What's going on? So, yeah, there's something really stupid going on. So, for some reason, even though the UVs are correct, when I'm painting here, it's painting on the other side. Somebody explain why. See, this is the bottom side, this is the top side. So I'm painting at the top. Flipped normals, would it be? No, that can't be the reason. Normals are fine. No. Thank you, bro. Whatever was visible here, that is gone as well. Ah, now it's working. Thank you. It's Xeon has. Pardon me. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. So I learned something today. Thank you. See. Okay, so the blur tool is completely useless. Soften tool. It's like it's almost like crashing down Blender. So when I click on it, it doesn't respond. So kind of hangs. Image editor. Yeah, blur tool is like something wrong with it. So do I need to turn off shadow for? Yeah, I think I need to disable shadow for this omelet so that it shows up. Uh, so just going to do the basics here, and we later figure this out, how to add more details into this. Yeah, bread looks like chocolate because we haven't worked on it yet, and this is like just the basic stuff. So once we have finished all the, I mean, once we know that, yeah, this look can be achieved, then after that point of time, we are going to figure out more of the details. So don't worry, we'll get there, right? And even if we don't, this officially is an omelet, poached egg, I don't know. So yeah, so this qualifies to enter the Discord prompt week. So that's fine. That's fine. I mean, we can slap realistic textures on top of this, but that's not fun. Actually, there is no practice in that. So, as much as we can practice the node groups, the shading, the manual modeling, that's beneficial for us. That's the whole point of this. Otherwise, what's the point of just making a sphere and then slapping one texture on? Then you haven't done much work in that, right? So here we can add maybe layer weight. No, layer weight, gradient texture. What if we make this one gradient and Students MBA. Okay, so this is Blender screen, and I did see the fix first. So you're doing MBA? What's MBA for? It's like the business thing, MBA, or does it stand for something else? I think I need to remove texture from this, and how do I get rid of this mask? Alt M? Yeah, Alt M for mask, and so folks, what I think is we have some sort of a basic setup, and there's much more needs to be done, and yeah, looking at this omelet, I kind of got hungry, and I still need to do my dinner. So let's continue this tomorrow, and I hope to see all of you plus more. And tomorrow, I think we can do this around noon or something, or maybe early evening. I'm trying to do it on this channel. So yeah, so let's continue this tomorrow, and now that we have all the basic things going on, and I sort of see that the image is coming together, right? Now all we need to do is commit more to this. I mean, at least we have proof check that this thing is going to work out. We have the basics, how the transparency is going to work out, how the filling, the basic bread sculpting, this and that. Now all we need to do is take one piece at a time and detail these everything to max, right? So maybe tomorrow we are going to max out the details on the bread part, and then we'll try to do something with the egg on the top. So it's going to be better than this. Okay, so this is, let's say, just 10 or 15%. Tomorrow we are going to make more progress on this, and So let's do that. And this is top channel 101. Thank you, top channel 101, and really appreciate it. So the chia seeds will be scattered by genius. Yeah. So anything you see that is like scattered on top of this, for that we can use geometry nodes, and for the things on Omelette, I think we need to model at least two or three types of ingredients, like I don't know, some sort of flakes, chili flakes going on. So yeah, let's do this tomorrow. Okay, so today was my first day on this, and I was kind of a bit not sure whether or not I can do this. So I'm starting to feel confident. Okay, and I'm sure if you're following along and if you're on Discord, you're making your version of Omelette. Okay, I would love to see what you guys are making. So let me just add Discord screen here. Here's the Discord. Just a moment. Window capture. Yeah, window capture. Discord. I'm going to add yeah. So here on this Discord channel, you see this activities. Can you guys see it? Yeah. So right here in activities, you can see we have been doing these prompt things for quite some time now, about since January. So there was an older channel, prompt modeling, which was like a one thing which was not categorized. So you can access this for the previous entries by all the contributors. So everyone have been quite active here. So, but this, just to make this more organized, what I've done is for every prompt I have this separate post now. So you need to click here, and yeah, and whatever you guys are making, just share here, and not just the final result, but the work in progress as well, so that other can learn it. So just share video, how you sculpting, how you scattering seeds. If you guys want to follow the exact same reference, go ahead and do that. There's nothing wrong with it. So yeah. So hold on. Let me just bring back Discord again. All right. Yeah, I've seen Top Streamer 101 channel, and thank you for visiting my channel. And yeah, I'm glad that everyone here is still active. We started with around 80 concurrent viewers, and 74 are still here. So that's a good sign. So it wasn't really a boring stream, and thankfully there are no audio glitches. All right, so tomorrow around Indian Standard Time, maybe 3:30, early noon. So let's do the second part of this. All right, guys, and yeah, don't forget to join the server on Discord. Thank you for tuning in. Take care. Bye bye. Good night.